Well, this has been an evolving policy. Remember, the US and EU countries froze Russian central bank assets that were within its jurisdiction and within its control right after the invasion in February 2022. And since then, there's been this discussion about whether or not to utilize those frozen assets. Normally, assets, when they are belong to a government and they're frozen pursuant to sanctions, they aren't actually then taken. But there is some precedent for taking them, and the law was changed here in the US, and I believe also changed in the EU to make it easier to take them in this specific instance because of the violations of international law by Russia. Already, the US and EU have been using the interest on the frozen funds as collateral to make loans to Ukraine. And so this is a logical next step to make those assets even more available to support Ukraine. It's also really important, in my view, because as we switch from the Biden to Trump administration, the U.S. stopped providing significant funding to Ukraine. And so these Russian central bank assets, which are estimated to be around $300 billion, most of them in Europe, in banks in Europe, including particularly in Belgium, could make up the deficit from the U.S. not providing funding.